Greetings and welcome to viewers. My name is Shade, this is Vampire Survivors, and today I'm playing as Babi Oni on the Inverse Inlaid Library, because there has been an update, which does include a new stage, although I have to get to level 80 on this here map to unlock it. But I love to multitask, so I'm also going to limit break this here weapon. And the Mirage Robe is max level. Now usually this map is great because it gives you a free empty dome, but in my case it is irrelevant. Cooldown means nothing to me. So I need to think of another item which would replace it. Currently I'm thinking about getting Pumorola for the healing. It's a great combination with the armor, makes you a lot tankier. And I think it may have been offered to me in the past, and I ignored it, but it matters not. The universe is giving it. And the guy is frozen but still moving. How is that? Oh, he's getting pushed probably. Well, be that what it may, I do not wish to waste limit break levels upgrading the base weapon, only the evolution. But I think I can only evolve weapons at 10 minutes on this map. Well, the attract rope is max level now, so we should find out with haste. I just need the next boss to appear, which should happen at around 5 minutes if my memory is correct. And that's usually the case on the other maps. Not sure if the universe changes this at all. I don't think it does. Oh, and we're getting pretty close to limit break territory. I would love to have an evolved weapon by then. 2 more levels. Come on. There's the boss, it's down here. Okay, 1 more. Come on, kill the guy. Kill him. Fall. Shit. Well, there's limit break. The weapon, it does not get evolved. Okay, 10 minutes it is. I have to waste a few upgrades. Not the end of the world. Oh, the boss has spawned. We're not at 10 minutes yet, so I don't think this will be an evolution. But we shall kill it nonetheless. Look at all my clones. I shall create an army by the end of this. A beautiful army of myself. Thankfully we are rapidly approaching 10 minutes, and the enemies seem to be unable to reach me. Which is great. I can create a continuous line. Actually, it's not continuous, they spawn in groups. I spawn going to move. Look at. Move. I spawn like 4 clones right around there, which is pretty neat. And we shouldn't be approaching the pool limit anytime soon, because I remember reading in the patch notes that the pool limit for every single weapon has been doubled. I hope I am remembering this correctly, because it's very exciting news. And the boss has appeared. The one that spawns at 10 minutes is this one, the one I'm circling, and it should die. And it should evolve my weapon. Eventually. Go on. Come on. And the bat has also appeared. Can I hold my arcana? Oh, many explosions. In a row. And the evolution. Beautiful. I don't actually remember what you do. Or they move and confuse enemies. Okay then. Yeah, they're definitely moving. And we can go random. Yes, let's go random. I can't be bothered. And now, regarding the arcana, this here bat will provide me. Once it stops being confused. And there we go. What should we get? Nothing affects this weapon specifically, if I recall. But I do have 20 euros, so have many opportunities to check. No. Definitely not. Mad Wolf has a possibility beginning though. I do want more projectiles. Greater number of clones. And the difference is noticeable. Again, thanks to the doubled pool limit. But the evolution seems to spawn them in a more consistent manner, not in a big burst. I don't know which one I prefer actually, but that doesn't really matter. And where's the boss going? Huh? I mean, I get you're confused, but none of my clones were up there. Why was it chasing nothing? That's a new level of confusion. This run is going far better than I anticipated actually. Using such a weird weapon I thought would be far more disastrous than it turned out to be. And the confusion seems to also work on bosses, which I didn't expect. Yep, look at them on 2 sides going randomly, not even taking damage. Which is once again very strange because the projectiles come from behind me. And they're not faster than me, so they can't get in front of me unless I slow down. And we've already reached beyond level 80. So we unlocked the map, the stage. I didn't hear any audio notification, and I don't think I'm supposed to in this scenario. One thing I will say is that moving is extremely difficult. For example, I would like to kill the Guardians, but it's quite difficult to go there. I have to sort of jiggle. Because once again, my clones are not faster than me. They cannot go in front of me. Well, let's try. Let's go to the left, probably. Little shimmy, let the clones clear the path. I should stay somewhere in the mid-range, or perhaps in the back. Thankfully the explosions are pretty large. They create a large pocket of safety, relatively speaking. March, my soldiers. Clear the path. The 20-minute boss has appeared, which I think is the vampire. Although the game says there aren't actually vampires in it. That's kind of the joke of the game. But that guy looks very much like a vampire. Disturbingly so. Oh, we reached the empty tomb! How great. How useful. But my journey continues forward towards the ring. I think it's the first one. Or maybe it's the Metaglio. I don't want to check, I want to remember. The first one is... I'm gonna say... The ring is usually at the top, so... Okay, the Metaglio was the first one. I was incorrect. There. Of course the Guardian spawns right on top of me, but it does get confused. Once again, a very nice thing. I also want to get the Thunder Arcana, but there are two glowy bats, and oh, there they are. At the bottom right corner of the screen, roughly. Now, which one holds the Arcana chest? There's no way to tell. And I am slowly dying. Oh yes, a time stop. Beautiful. Now what Arcana to get? Perhaps an Awake. Oh, there's the chest. Because I am approaching death. Yeah, let's get Awake. It's a safe option, especially against the Guardians. And I have to move slowly. The Guardians have a very high chance of catching up and doing a lot of damage, which isn't great for my health. Now it's catching up. Come on. I need to send some of the clones that way. Yes, confuse them. Don't get confused for long, unfortunately. But we're already 25 minutes in, basically. The end is nigh. I was distracted, but no matter, I did get Awake. I predicted such an outcome. But as I was saying, in the next video we're gonna cover the new stage, as I die again. This may be difficult. Do a circle strategy. Go on, confuse my enemies. Here. Oh, they're slowly overpowering me though. That's not good. Not good at all. And the pickup. A power-up of some sorts. That doesn't contain anything. And I'm getting overrun. No. The Guardians may have been a terrible business decision. But I will try and hold out to the best of my ability. Go on, slowly shimmy forward. Avoid the damage. The enemies will create barricades for the more powerful enemies. That's the strategy. I want to avoid the book though. It will give me unnecessary levels, which will delay my limit break even further. Yes, slowly forward. I need to shimmy back as well, so I have more activations of the weapon. Silver ring maxed out. Beautiful. Now, have we killed at least one of the Guardians? I don't see either of them, but I also don't see any eggs. Oh, no, one of them is definitely alive, and both of them are alive. Well, I'm not exactly ecstatic about that. I think we'll manage. Did we kill the boss though? I think we may have. I don't see it anywhere. The second book, also avoided. Oh, it's one in front of me. The bastard. I was able to avoid it, thankfully, due to my distractions. Another book, how many of them were there? I count 3 so far, which may be the maximum amount that can appear. Oh, the monsters are getting pushed into me. That's not good. My weapon is having a hard time keeping up, especially if the Guardians spawn in front of me. That's the worst possible scenario. But at this point I think I could just die, respawn, and use the damage immunity from respawning to buy 3 more seconds. Yes, I win! But the Guardians don't die when the Reaper appears. That's new. Well, it's not new, I just wasn't aware of it. We did unlock the new stage though. Let's check it out real quick. Yes, where is it? At the bottom? It is not at the bottom. Here. right below Bad Country, 3 relics. That's gonna be exciting. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to watch the one on screen as well, and of course, farewell.